Hello? Do we have sound? Hello? We have sound. Do we have sound? Alrighty. So what I was trying to say was the session is finally underway. The Ligier LMP2 is still currently the fastest, and I was just showing the session results. It looks like BMW in the first sector in the GTP class, or the last sector, which is just the bus stop all the way to the start finish line. They are 3.5 tenths up, which is pretty big gap. They must have had a heck of a draft, but with the 25 car being right behind them, looks like BMW has some straight line speed this year, so maybe they'll do some good. I'm not actually that big of a BMW fan. I just liked the bucket hat. So moving back, the Acuras definitely look like they're trying not to show any straight line speed. But yeah, going through into the entry list, Cadillac Racing, which is Chip Ganassi's team, the 01 car has Sebastian Bourdais, Renger van de Zande, Scott Dixon, and Alex Palou. Alex Palou, two-time reigning IndyCar champion. Scott Dixon, multiple Indy 500 championships, and multiple IndyCar championships, and multiple Rolex 24-hour winners. Sebastian Bourdais, multiple Rolex 24-hour wins, Champ Car champion, former Peugeot factory driver, former Red Bull F1 driver. Renger van de Zande, been around and raced every single GT3 car. That lineup, absolutely stacked. Jean-Maria Bruni, absolutely fast. Ferrari's fastest guy in their GTE program for a decade. Neil Yanni, former Rebellion LMP1 driver, Formula E driver, and was a Porsche LMP1 driver in the most dominant era they had recently. Moving to Nick Tandy, Mathieu Jaminet, Kevin Estra, and Lawrence Vantor. That is just literally Porsche's stacked GT lineup from a few years ago. Moving on, you have Dane Cameron, Series champion, Felipe Nasr, Series champion, Joseph Newgarden, IndyCar champion, Matt Campbell, Porsche GT champion. All of them absolutely insanely quick. Then we got the Wayne Taylor cars. We have Ricky Taylor, Felipe Albuquerque, Brendan Hartley, Marcus Ericsson. Former F1 and IndyCar race winner. Brendan Hartley, former F1, sports car, Toyota LMP1 driver, Porsche LMP1 driver. He's done it all. Felipe Albuquerque, probably not a fan of Pipo Derani. Ricky Taylor, I'm surprised he and Albuquerque get along after 2017, but they do, and that's good to see. Into the BMWs, Jesse Krohn, Philip Eng, longtime GT drivers for their program. Maxime Martin, I remember him racing the Z4 GT3 back in the day. He's been moved into this program. And Dries Vantor, they yoinked him from Audi. That's a huge pickup, and he is a very, very fast driver. Then you have the American Connor De Filippi. He was a BMW junior driver, been around forever. Nick Yellowleet, another BMW junior driver, promoted. Maxime Martin and Rene Rast. Both really, really fast former GT drivers. Moving up, Maxime Martin does have quite a bit of prototype experience. I remember he raced an Aston Martin Lola at Le Mans in like 2011. Then you have the reigning series champions Pipo Derani, Jack Aiken, and Tom Blomqvist, last year's race winner. And the 2022 race winner. That car did have some tire pressure issues, though. Then you have Ricky Taylor's brother, Rodney Sandstorm. Jordan Taylor is in the number 40 Wayne Taylor racing car with Andretti. Louis Delatraz, very fun name to say. Colton Herta, IndyCar driver, very fast. Lots of wins, lots of fast laps. And Jenson Button, whoever the heck that is, never heard of him. And the JDC Miller, I think this is a little bit of the weakest lineup. Richard Westbrook is bringing a lot of experience, but I don't think he had his best season last year in the number 2 Cadillac in the WEC. I think it was a rather disappointing year for him. A couple lockups, some spins at Le Mans, and I think he's happy to have a fresh start. He'll be in the WEC racing the Proton Porsches, the Mustangs in the WEC. Phil Hansen drove with United Autosports for feels like forever. Ben Keating, who is an amateur driver, and he's also in the number 2 car right below. So Ben Keating is going to be racing for 2 different class victories, but he has a chance at taking an overall win. And Timon Vanderhelm, Probably the youngest driver in here that I know nothing about. I saw his name pop up a couple times last year, but I honestly don't know too much about his racing history and what's going on with that. LMP2, also a very, very stacked lineup. Colin Brown, last year's race winner, Pato Award. Guy dominates every single time he races in Imsa. He's absolutely one of the fastest guys around. McLaren IndyCar driver. Then we go down and Scott McLaughlin. The Australian. Yeah. If you're a fan of V8 supercars or IndyCar, there he is. Ferdinand Habsburg, if you're a fan of World War I history, he's related to the guy that started the whole war. Charles Malaysia, very good LMP2 driver. I've been hearing about this guy, Hunter. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the last name, but very, very quick young driver. Scott Huffaker, a lot of good performances last year. Lucas Orr, very, very good. Paul DiResta, his name, you've definitely heard his voice at least. F1 commentator and former F1 driver, still racing with United Autosports and LMP2. Felix Rosenquist, very, very fast IndyCar driver as well. Then we have Sean Creech, repping the only Ligier in this class. Fun fact about the Ligier JSP2 17, it was the first car that actually beat a DPI. Was a Ligier, not an Orica. So Visit Florida Racing in 2017, after giving up on the woeful Riley Multimatic chassis, won the race driven by Renger van der Zande. And that was almost the move that probably got Van der Zande into the 10 car at the time. There's one name in here that definitely doesn't need much of an introduction here. Felipe Massa. Yeah, I don't think much needs to be said. So let's go ahead and check out the timing and scoring, see what we're up to. So I think this is a bronze only session, and that's why we haven't seen anything else popping up yet. So I think for the first little bit of this session, I think starting now, the other cars should be set out. I think there was 15 minutes of just the amateur drivers allowed to go out right there. So now they're going, and we should be seeing sector times pop up. Yep, there we go. So the pro cars are now exiting the pits, getting ready to go out. And we're going to see how fast they start dropping down these laps. I'm going to run and grab a drink of water real quick, and I will be right back. We have water. All right, we have water. So we're about to start seeing some GTP and GTD Pro Car lap times start coming in. Unless this session is 30 minutes. No, they're all going out now, yep. So, fastest time from the AMs, Nolan Siegel. Congratulations. Taking the Ligier to the top of the charts in the amateur-only session. Although I did think, Felipe Ferraga. It's not a... Oh, he's in the car now, that's why I was like, he is not an amateur driver. Here you can see GTD. It's also an incredibly stacked lineup. Right now, the GTP and the GTD Pro cars are currently going back out onto the track. So we're not seeing any lap times in from them yet. We're just going to start seeing those laps pop in. I expect to see Porsche and BMW immediately going for that top spot. I think they're try to make it seem like they're going all out. All right, let's see when we're getting some times in. Still nothing fast from the GTPs yet. There we go. Alex Palou reels off a 138.7. First fast lap of the GTP so far. Richard Westbrook with a 141. Nick Yellowly with a 140.9. And Augusto Farfus for the 140.6. So a lot of the AMs are on track right now with the prototype guys. So that is something they will need to be very careful about, because they don't want to get damage instantaneously because a pro driver's coming up behind it when they get scared. But a good lap from Alex Palou. I'm going to be honest. I don't think it's going to take Alex Palou a long time to get acclimated to this car. I think he's pretty talented. He might be good at this kind of racing thing. So we shall see. Thank you, Lazy, for letting me know. All right, Richard Westbrook. So Alex Palou's second lap is a 136.8. I don't think it's going to take him long to get up to. So that's one warm-up lap, one fast lap, and he's in the 36. Okay. Pretty quick start so far for him. Currently, the room here is not finished, set up yet, but we are working on getting it there. Wow. Okay. So I got some posters to hang up on the wall. I don't know where they need to go yet. So we got a good old-fashioned Rebellion RB12. Or Rebellion Lola, sorry. And a nice poster from 2018 when I was in Le Mans. So we got to find out a place to hang these up. Hopefully I can hang them up in a place where we can actually see them if I ever do stream. So Alex Palou already down into the 136s. Lawrence Vantor into the 137s with Jack Aiken. Matt Campbell with a 138.6. Nick Yellowly with a 138.7. Cadillac coming out of the gate swinging pretty early, but I still expect to see Porsche, especially the Penske cars, throw up a real quick lap time here pretty soon. I think Alex Palou just did 36.1, so he really isn't wasting a lot of time. Well, it's good. It's really good to see someone move over for the first time in a series and just start off really, really well. So, and we have the first fast lap of the Acura. I think that actually beats their best time. 10 car? Yeah, that's faster than their ideal lap from the morning session. 139.4. And their best ideal lap. Yeah, they were 400ths faster than their ideal lap in the first session, and the track conditions are currently worse. So they've definitely picked up the pace on that car. And that's a lap earlier than Palou was able to do it. Now it looks like Palou's probably gone back into the pits. But immediately, Albuquerque did not waste any time. One thing to watch with Jordan Taylor, as you mentioned, it's going to take some getting used to in this car, and he hasn't quite gotten up to speed. That was early on in the offseason that he made those comments, but I think he's going to be up to speed pretty darn quickly in there. And it's going to be interesting to see if they actually let Ricky versus Jordan in a qualifying session because I want to know which one of them's better. I think a lot of us has wanted to know that for a long time. Let's uh, let's take a look at modifier when you block out the glasses. No. Oh yeah, you can. All right, so let's take a look and see what's happening in GTD Pro. I expect qualifying lap times for the pro cars 44s, 45s. So running 46.5 for a Ford Mustang on debut, I don't even think the Porsches got anywhere near that last time last year. So that is, I don't want to give anyone ads. All right, so they're already running faster than, we'll pull this up. Roar before the 24. So last year, Porsche showed up for their brand new car. This is qualifying. That is the wrong class. This is qualifying. Fastest lap by driver after qualifying. So let's look down for the Porsches. So last year, fastest roar time qualifying 134.0. Pretty quick. So that's what we're looking for to break this year. But now we're going to be looking for the GTDs. So, oh, they didn't do that. All right, so GTD 146.0. Actually, 146.0 was pole time. So where are the Porsches? This is last year's qualifying results. And this is qualifying, not like they're getting ready to start the race. You don't see a single Porsche yet. There is still not, this is fastest laps by drivers. Lawrence Vantor, 148.8. So far, the Ford Mustang is 2.5 seconds better off than where the Porsches were last year with their new car. Ferrari last year, let's see if we can find the fastest lap from the Ferrari. 147.7. Ferrari. 147.5. I think that might be the fastest Ferrari lap right there. Also, John DeAngelis. Come on, what are you doing here, buddy? LMP3, you're in the midst of the GTDs. So 147.5 is the fastest lap from the Ferrari from last year and the entire Roar. Yeah, I think they're in a lot better shape than they were last year. So, ooh. Really? We got an influx of some videos. In a few minutes, I might actually be able to show you guys some footage from the Roar here. That's what I'm currently doing. I'm going to try and get you guys to see some actual video. All right, so I'm gonna get. If you give me like 10 minutes, I'm gonna be able to actually show some footage of the roar. All right, and updates. Christopher Meese, one of the Audi exited drivers, James Colato, Mike Conway, we get to see in a GT3 car. That is going to be nice and fun to watch. Nikki Katzberg, probably the standout GT driver from WEC last year. Guy was a maniac. Mirko Bortolotti. Oh, the interesting thing to see is, never mind. Let me, there we go. So, looks like the Ferraris are definitely going to be a competitive package here. You have the AM and the GTD Pro car already up there. And shout out to Manny Franco, who I genuinely have never heard the name before, but you are less than a tenth off of James Colato, who had F1 aspirations for quite a long time. Well, moving back to the front of the grid is still Felipe Albuquerque, followed by Alex Palou, Lawrence Vantord, Nick Yellowly, Jack Aiken, Neil Yanni, Timon Vanderhelm, Matt Campbell, Jordan Taylor, and then Augusto Farfus. So the BMW hasn't run too many laps yet. Let's see the other one. Yeah, these guys have only been in for 3. Campbell hasn't run too many, so it's going to be interesting to see how this develops later on. Pole time last year was a 34.0, which is like a tenth and a half off of the lap record. So it's going to be really interesting to see if we can see a lap record fall this year, or did Imsa slow the cars down? One way to find out. Session 6. 134.9. All right. That's from last year. Okay. Fastest drivers. I mean, you can see that BMW is looking pretty strong from the first session. It'll be interesting to see the rest of them, but of the drivers they got into their cars, they were all in the top 4. Let's check out LMP2, see if Felipe Massa's gotten in the car yet. I don't see Felipe Massa yet, but I'm excited to see when Felipe gets into the car. I wonder if YouTube would actually get mad at me for watching a video I recorded on. No, I shouldn't. So once that's finished uploading, I'll play that and share that. Okay. Cheers. Push back on. Let's put these GTPs. Any updates? No one's really running any fastest laps right now. Neil Yanni just appeared to get come out of the pits. One moment, I can actually get you some footage from the practice session start. I actually have some I can show. Jason's yeah, here is some. This is some footage that was just taken from the Rolex 24, or before the 24. And it is still rendering, so it looks terrible. Oh, it literally just got posted like 10 seconds ago, so maybe we'll wait for that one to fully load. So the pro cars are fully on track now. Let's take a look into GTD and see how everyone is getting along. So we got Ferrari, Porsche, Lexus, Lamborghini, Aston Martin, 5 different marks in the top 5. How are we doing for the Ford? Corey Lewis, normally a pretty strong driver. The Ford's doing all right. How are the amateur Corvettes doing? Oh, we didn't even look. How are the new Corvettes doing in GTD Pro? The new Mustangs look quick right out of the bat, and yep, the Mustangs are pretty much on pace. So, just to talk about how bad Porsche was last year, he's done 8 laps. He's faster than every single Porsche the entire weekend in this session, and than all of the new Porsches last year. They were horrendously off the pace. Let's see if there's a play now. Do you want to play? No, I don't think it does. I do not know what is happening with the video quality. What is happening? I don't know. Oh, I know why. Oh, I know why. I can fix this. All right, let's see how much it changes the page. So far not too much. And does it load now properly? No. Nope, the video does not load at all. What if we just skip ahead? Does it start working? I turned it off for you, YouTube. All right. I'm just going to fully reload it. Try again. I'm just going to fully reload. Full reload. Come on. New window. There we go. Horrible quality, but We, I don't know. Try watching on my phone. Plays fine on my phone. Yeah, I'm not sure what is happening with this. What is happening? YouTube, what are you doing to me? All right, well, I'll try and see if that can work later. I genuinely do not know what is wrong with that. Oh, well. Hopping back through up the order, let's pop back into LMP2, see if any fun names pop up. Connor Zilich currently. That just deserves way more talking about than it's going to get, but that's really impressive to be pretty on pace in the Ligier. I think they really struggled to even break 140s the last time they were here with regular race laps when Austin Dillon actually was teamed in one of the cars. Yeah, I don't know why it's playing weird on here. It plays completely fine on my phone, but I don't know what to say. It just doesn't want to load properly for this. Sad. I did just spill water all over myself. Why is this going crazy? What if I just try opening it in a brand new window? Maybe that'll work. Now let's see what happens. Oh, it magically plays now. What a surprise. Oh, no, it's still terrible. On YouTube, I did what you wanted. Is it only going to work once I watch an ad? Or does it only do it if I go full screen? Nope, it only does it if I go full screen. Yeah, I guess I can't just go full screen for some reason. Oop. Hold on. I will work around the issues, and that's not what y'all should be seeing. Why are y'all seeing that page? Oh, y'all aren't seeing what I'm seeing. My bad. Oh, it's off YouTube. Come on, let me let me show my own video. I try. What it's doing, like it's not wanting to work properly. Because it's like, If you did that, that's really funny because I was sampling it. That was you. That was really funny. Really good timing. Hey, we get a little Cadillac action. That is Alex Pillow in the car at the time this was shot. I have someone taking video for me. Just got some good footage of the Rolex 24 already. If that's either of you and you're watching this video, hello. The new factory Corvette. GT3, which we could see on the Nürburgring next year, which would be awesome. Got the new Mustang right there. That is the Proton car. That is not one of the factory cars, but that is the team that will be running the factory cars in the WEC. Factory cars. The JDC car is going to be a real big underdog in my book for this race. Hello, Kurt. Howdy. Howdy ho. I'm just going to let it roll through for a minute, and then we'll take another look at the timing and scoring. I don't want to watch other people's ones because I don't want it getting triple copyright strikes. I don't want to be lazy and just play other people's stuff. So if I get more videos, I will try and get them up for you guys as soon as I can. Yeah, it was definitely chaotic. So this video was taken right when the cars got out of the pits. The pro cars finally got released. So there was a big clump of cars coming onto the track at the same time. I'm not actually at the track, and this is actually from the last session. My old man is actually down there, and he's just taking some videos for me. I've got a new job, so I got to focus on that for this weekend. But I'm going to be down there Thursday morning pretty early to get ready for all the action on the track. Hello, did I just see what I think I saw? Mr. Lexus, what did you do? Oh, he just got out of the way. Thought I saw someone spin. There's the purple dragon. The purple dragon is here. I gotta ask, see, there's one of the factory Mustangs. So right there, that's one of the factory Mustangs. That is the customer Mustang right there, which very likely could be a car that runs at Le Mans. So you could have a GT car winning at Daytona and Le Mans, and it'd be the same chassis. I don't know if they will be going with that same car there. We have the 01 car again of Alex Pillow going by with whoever was driving the JDC car at the time. Subtlety, subtlety. Subtlety, subtlety. Subtlety, subtlety. So anyways, going back, that's coming through again. Some more. So looking forward to going to Indy again. I might be going to Indy this year. I'm going to attempt to make it work, but my goal is 4 out of the 5 Michelin endurance races I'm going to attempt to be going to this year. I don't think I'm going to be going to any overseas races this year, which is a little bit disappointing. I wanted to try. I might make an attempt at going to like the Canadian Grand Prix, the Canadian Grand Prix. That's one I definitely would like to try. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Nice. All right, so another update. We still have Lawrence Ventor at the. I don't even know why I said his name. Felipe Albuquerque at the top of the Alex Palou, Lawrence Vantor, Felipe, Jack Aiken, Neil Yanni, Jordan Taylor, Matt Campbell, Tim Vanderhelm, and Augusto Clark was rounding out the rest of the cars. The BMW did 4 laps and has not been back on track since. So hopefully they haven't had too big of an issue, but they're currently not on the track or running. They've only done 4 laps in the session with the slowest time, barely outpacing the LMP2 cars, which now that they're running through with their pro drivers, they're definitely going to be running quicker. Added another one. Added a short for the Corvette. It's going to be amazing. It doesn't look like anything's really changing. And GTP. Let's check out the GTP Pro, guys. It's still the Ford Mustang rocking around on top. It was just came out of it. They could push back a lot of places came out of it. That's you can see the Corvettes up there early. Imsa's definitely probably put a lot more work into their BOP streamlining process after last year because I think currently, there isn't a single car that hasn't beat Porsche's best lap time from the entire test last year, which is very sad for being a Porsche last year because that's just raw. Oh, whoops. I didn't turn that on. My bad. Right. See. Cool. All right, moving back on. Let's do the full grid on. Halfway, a little bit over halfway through the session. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. BMW and Porsche overtake the fastest lap set by Felipe Albuquerque. Connor D. Felipe knocked off a 135.5. And what I'm curious is BMW really was not on the pace at Daytona last year. And by the way, check out this website because you can go all the way back to 2016. So, and in 2016, they had, wait, never mind. I remember something about this race. So this was qualifying as yellow. And event maximum speed was a fun little stat. And that doesn't look right. That is because we are on the wrong event. They didn't post it that year for Daytona, or they removed that data. Or did I miss the scroll, didn't I? I missed the scroll. No, there is no scroll. Huh. There is no Daytona timing and scoring, but one thing I wanted to show was from this year. They used to have it up. I don't know if they removed that data, but they had. Hello. That maximum speed is still there. So there you go. So in 2017, this is what we were looking at in terms of how fast the cars were. Last year, they didn't report the top speeds, but it was reported from other people standing at the track, probably with a radar gun, that the cars were going significantly faster. Imsa doesn't like to publicize their top speeds anymore, which is unfortunate, but that is the way it works now because they don't want, I think because of the insurance issues with the track, we're not going to see anything above 205 ever. Maybe just a little bit over 200 in a track, but that's what apparently the GTPs are doing here. But IMSA's making them run higher downforce levels than they would have in the mall. BMW pretty much spot on with their ideal lap from earlier in the session. I just realized I had this on mute. Still no changes in GTP. In GTD Pro, Harry Tingle's finally gotten aboard the Mustang. Still it is Ford over Ferrari, but Corvettes are now third and fourth. Dirk Mueller still rocking around that Ford program. Mike Conway, the fastest driver in the Lexus RCF. They have the least changes really coming in. They've got an older car, but they know the car. They're defending champions. Lamborghinis are going to be super tough. They're coming with, this is the second year of that car. It very strong last year, but Alexander Rossi, James Hinchcliffe teaming up in the back. McLaren is no longer Vlad. It is now Vlad. That is the term they're using for their car. Why, we do not know, but that's what they're setting to go for. Alrighty. I'm unfortunately gonna have to go and get some food, so I'm gonna end the stream right here. And thank you guys for watching, but I'm gonna have to let the last 40 minutes of this go. But I'll be back tonight for the endurance race at Daytona on Forza Motorsport. If you guys want to hop into that, hop into the Discord and give it a go.
I realize.